Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the ball's long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. The ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Hammond. Oh, they're after him. He's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raider. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start the season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, the offense is coming out early in this game, guys, and they're going to test the eye discipline of this defense. Good way to do that is with the jet sweep. See if they can locate the football and go make a tackle.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Volunteers in a good spot here with second and short. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job on the defense.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the move, he fires. He's got it. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Volunteers. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell.
He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
No chance for a return. Ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Field, it's Underwood. He'll take a deep shot here. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Some defensive players just have a way. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down, looking for more. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement today.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Winston.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
The Red Raiders will try to convert on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, looking to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Looking for a man, it's Hammond. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He's got it and still on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
Deep in enemy territory, balls at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touch, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Takes the easy completion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Vols want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played...
Just plowing ahead. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Wide receiver comes in motion. Just keeps slinging it. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
To the air on second down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He wants it all. Touchdown ball! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Zings it complete to the right. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real... He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive they mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. That's caught. It's Wilson. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you kick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That gives him 54 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. And the Red Raiders have this offense rolling. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Makes the catch, it's Wilson. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Clemson was able to finish off a close one in Death Valley today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Easy completion on the shuttle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down in the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Here's a heat. Oh, he had his man for a big gainer, and he just flat missed him.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little extra time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Still looking on the move. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Wants to go up top. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He might want another play. Going right to work up top. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Lets it fly. Makes a connection. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket.
And he makes the grab at the 20. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He splits the uprights. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Starts to scramble to the left. Ball is loose. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. Touchdown, Tennessee. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Trying play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Shotgun, they go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first. Can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Red Raiders want to move quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back.
There he goes. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Caught in the backfield and screen. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Let's go! Wants to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Green. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Snagged out of the air.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback may change this route. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Now sliding to his left. At the 35, he's loose. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Volunteers will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's Hawkins. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Rolls it in. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it on the outside. It's Jackson. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. To throw, it's Underwood. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Volunteer! Fit it in the window for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The give out of the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Red Raiders! A great catch and run for 6.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires left. Makes the grab. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Vols in the hurry-up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Fires toward the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Wants to keep it in the air. Now improvising. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Vols have it with a first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Vols! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Appalachian State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 24 to Boise State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. That gives him 100 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hammond. Unloads it left. Got his man. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Fires deep toward the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. For the #1 team in the country, there'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Looking down the middle. Found a seam. Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That penalty moves the ball into the red zone. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
To the air. It's Underwood. Under fire. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Volunteers heading quickly to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Touchdown, Tennessee! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's #2. They better start playing some better defense. And #3 is coming soon.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Winston. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Hammond. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Looking to get it in. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Red Raider! Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Sellers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To throw, it's Underwood. Shoots it to the left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Got enough for the first down. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll ride the hot hand. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're